let's say you cooking a recipe, right? And you cook this recipe the same every time. And you put the same ingredients every time. So when you put the same ingredients into something, it's going to taste the same every time. And that's obvious. So life is consciousness. So with your consciousness, what makes up your life, the recipe of your life is your thoughts and your feelings. So people want change, but people want to change with the same thoughts and the same feelings. And what we have to realize is that just like the recipe that you like to make, it's only going to bring you the same taste, and those thoughts and those feelings that you want to hold on to is only going to give you the same results in your life. So let's figure out the thoughts that taste bitter, you know, those feelings that taste bitter, and discard it. Let's just let's not put that in our recipe anymore, and let's replace it with something that tastes better, you know, and we will get different results. It will taste different. The overall product will taste different, and your consciousness will be different. There's things that I do today that I haven't done before or in my life when my consciousness was different. Like, you know, my mom and my dad, they hear me listening to classical music, and you know, they kind of like, yo, you listen to this? And I'm like, yeah, you know. So my consciousness wasn't allowed to listen to these type of things, you know, before, because it was on some other type of timing. I had different thoughts and different feelings. So I wasn't allowed to, you know, dwell in certain things that was outside of my consciousness. And here's another interesting thing. What the hell is that? Wait, hold on. Let me see if I can turn this around. Damn, I can't even turn this around. This shit look crazy in the sky. Let me see if I could. I don't know if you're able to see that up there. Well, let me see. Well, it's something crazy up in the sky. I don't know what the fuck that is. That's definitely some unidentifiable shit to me. Yeah, I don't know what that is. But anyway, the other day my cousin called me, and he was like, yo, he in the area or whatever, you know. So he was like, yo, what am I doing? And I told him, like, yo, I'm on the bridge right now. I'm walking on the bridge. And he was like, what? I'm like, yo, I'm walking on the bridge right now. You could walk from Staten Island to Jersey on two bridges on Staten Island. You could walk to Staten Island, Jersey. It's the Bayonne and the Goethals. I think I was on the Goethals. And so in the phone call, you know, he's like, well, what you got, some business? Like, I heard that in his voice, and I'm like, nah, man. I'm just, you feel me? I'm just walking on the bridge, man. I'm chilling. I'm trying, you know. And then he kind of like hung up, but it was hilarious to me because I realized that he don't understand. He don't understand nothing like that. It's like, nigga, like you walking on the bridge alone. Like, what is you doing? His mind, his thoughts, and his feelings about that in particular is like, nigga, you bugging. That's some weird shit, or like, nigga, like whatever is in his mind. I don't know what's in his mind, but I can guess because I had that kind of consciousness before, and I would have definitely said the same shit if it was reverse. So what I'm trying to say is you have to help yourself open up to new possibilities by changing your thoughts about life. And then once you change your thoughts about life into higher vibrational things, then you can have a more higher vibrational life. If we are saying to ourselves, like, if we're blaming God about things like, why is God letting me go through this? And God is consciousness. And God is consciousness, and consciousness is everything. So what you have to do is reach for God. Reach for God. If your mindset is low, and it's like, oh, I hate this and I hate that, and F this and F that. I don't like people. I'm staying away from this. I don't, you don't have any type of faith, or you fear everything, then you gotta understand those are low vibrational feelings and thoughts. So convert it into the opposite of maybe what you feeling right now about life by changing your thoughts about everyday things in life, and bring it to a more higher vibrational thing. When those positive people come in your life and say, hey, think about it this way, and then you're fighting against these your consciousness you have is fighting against these concepts that these people bring into you. What's happening in that moment is you're fighting the higher vibration, and you're staying in the lower vibration, which is keeping you in a lower consciousness. So change those thoughts. Don't hold on to those thoughts. Those thoughts, you have the ability to change those thoughts. Don't ever say to yourself, this is me, and that's it, because you yourself are keeping you in those states of mind, states of expressions, and you yourself is keeping you down, and you have to realize that when you see people change, like when people see me, I don't know if they see the change in me. And then the whole thing is not even seeing, it's feeling the change, because in this life we survive. We're survivors, and we can hide a lot of things, you feel me? And that's in order for us to survive. So when you see someone for the first time, they're probably not like who they are, because they want to mask these qualities that will probably steer you away from them. So what we do as human beings is we are able to hide it good, So what I'm saying that is because it's not about what you see, It's about what you feel. You know what I mean? So if you see me and you feel the difference within me, and that's everything, then you should know that you can change too. And all I did was change my thoughts about how I feel about life. And that's the thing. These thoughts that hold us is not that important, man. You know, it's not that important. Holding grudges is not that important. Somebody didn't do this for you or somebody did this to you. That is hurting more of you than them, you know? Let it go. And no matter how deep it is, it's like this person did this or took this from me. How can I just let that go? You have to let it go. You have to grow from it. You have to thank these people and thank that person that did that to you for you to evolve above whatever it is. Because you're stuck in those thoughts and those feelings. You're stuck, and you might be stuck there forever. And it might be those thoughts and those feelings are turning into so much, pain and suffering and depression. That's why you need to let it go. That's why you need to forgive. That's why. Because these things are hurting you. Why you holding it inside? When you think of a person and say, yo, listen, I hate this person, or, and every day is just you feel vengeful. You feel vengeance, and you want vengeance, and you holding this in your heart, and you literally holding this in your consciousness, and your consciousness is getting lower and lower. And like I just said, God is consciousness. Everything is consciousness. Your life is consciousness. So if you're low, your whole life is going to affect everything about you. So change these thoughts. Break the chains and rise up above these thoughts that's holding you back. They're not supporting you at all. So what if you know what's right or wrong, or if that person did that wrong? So what? It's keeping you down. Okay, you felt like this person did wrong. Okay, you know that. Let it go. For the sake of your life. You understand? Let it go. And build a new thought. Convert it to, hey, that person did me wrong because of the consciousness that they're holding. That they're holding that consciousness to survive. They think this is the only way they can survive. Remember, I said we're survivors. So the people I did wrong in the past is basically because that was the only way I thought at the time that I could survive. And you gotta kind of like have compassion, because all it takes is that person is to change their mind, change the thoughts about life, and they could be the most beautiful person. That messed up person you have in your head right now that you holding a grudge towards, that you think something bad happened to, all they was doing was trying to survive with the information that they had available to them, And let's say a whole world is available, full of information, but the thoughts that we hold inside, we're not allowed to grab onto those higher concepts of life. That's why we may see people that's like, yo, this person is so driven. They just doing everything. It's something within their consciousness that is giving them that energy to just do everything, you know? So let's find what's within us. What is within me that's saying, okay, that's not allowing me to have that energy to do everything that person is doing. It's some type of belief inside that's like, maybe it's damn, I don't deep inside, it's like, I don't think I could do that. Or it's an insecurity, or it's a fear. Those things are not giving you the energy to want to learn, or even have the capacity in your brain to retain the information that it takes to execute that plan. And this is exactly what I'm seeing in my life right now. Like, before, I couldn't retain a lot of information to execute anything because my mind wasn't allowing me. Now I have to ask permission, from myself, and say, look, I want to open up to this. I want to open up to this new reality, you know? And I just wanted to say that change is all on you. Your life is in your hands, literally. And once you realize you have the power to change, and nobody's holding you back, and nothing's holding you back, and you take that full responsibility for your life, no matter what anybody does. A lot of people can try to make your life difficult, but you realize that you have the power to convert how you feel about it. And that conversion from them feelings and thoughts about, okay, this person is making my life a living hell, or rather, you know what, I'm using this situation, which would have seemed like hell in my past consciousness, as growth now. So whatever anybody or any obstacle is being thrown in your way, you are converting it to something that's helping you grow. Instead of thinking like that, us sometimes we think about hatred and things that's holding us down. Stop thinking about the things that's holding us down with hatred, like, oh, this person is doing this to me, rather than convert it to, this person put me in this situation. Now I'm able to overcome it. Now I'm a stronger person now. Now we converted that thought into something different now. Now we growing. Now we feeding off of life instead of life feeding off of us. Now we got energy now. Because we looking at we looking at hell as an opportunity now to grow. This is what I'm talking about, conversion. And this is how you're gonna grow. And this is how you're gonna change your life. But the other way, that other way, is only gonna have you just like mad at everything and mad at life, waking up another day feeling like, oh, I gotta do this again. It's like we waiting for that time where it's all over. When is this gonna be done, That's what we waiting for. Without even consciously thinking that's what we waiting for. But when there's people out here that's really enjoying life, and the way that they're doing that is converting how they feel about life. They're waking up happy with happy thoughts, like, yo, I'm about to make a difference today. Rather than, I do the same shit today. If you keep working on your consciousness, building it, You're gonna wake up one day like, yo, I love life, man. And I understand people. I understand people and I understand situations. Everything is here that's happening is meant for me to grow. Not everything that's happening is fucking with me. Everybody, this person's not here for me. My family's not here for me. This is not here for me. Change those thoughts, man. You here for you. You a god or a goddess. Of course, you need support from people, but they're supporting you in ways that you won't even understand. They're putting you in situations. Thank them. Thank you for making me feel this hurt so I can overcome it. I'm not going to take it personal. I'm not taking this personal. You helped me grow. Thank you. Because inside of that person is a pure soul. They just choosing a consciousness to survive. Think about that. Remember that. Stop taking these situations personal. Don't do that. And convert your mind. Raise it. Then you're gonna wake up one day loving life. And if you love life right now, you're gonna love it even more. You're gonna embrace it even more. But like I said as before, we gotta go through those feelings and we gotta go through those thoughts and we gotta go through the conversion of those thoughts. You know, we gotta feel them. You know, those thoughts that we hold so deeply, we gotta feel them and say, look, I'm not going another day feeling like this no more. You know, I'm standing up and I'm making the change. That's what I want in my life. That's why I'm bringing my life here now. You know? So I forgive you, this person that did me wrong. I forgive you, that person that did me wrong. I know that you are here and you put me in that situation to help me grow. And that's it.